So now it's time to talk about refunds and what a normal refund rate is. Okay, so it's very, very important, guys, that you guys pay attention to this number. And you can see it under your Seller Central accounts. You can go to your performance and you can take a look at your refunds and the percentage. Okay, now the problem is if you go too high with refunds, Amazon will actually suspend you and they can shut down the listing. And if it continues, they can actually suspend your account for that until you offer them a plan of action in regards to how you're going to fix that, okay? So a normal refund rate typically, guys, is under 0.5%, but anything up to 1%, you should be fine. Anything above that is what's going to flag Amazon, and you might get a warning letter or actually your listing shut down, okay? So here are the 4 strategies, guys, in regards to preventing slash reducing higher refund rates, okay? So number 1, and I've preached this multiple times, is to order a high quality product, okay? So that is the biggest thing that you want to make sure that you're not just launching another product because you see a demand in the market and everyone's selling it, and you can make a fortune, and the product is not that good quality. You get a sample, you receive the sample, and you don't like it, and you say, hey, people most likely will complain about this, but you decide to just still sell it. That is going to be a huge issue because, like I said, you're going to just get negative reviews. You're going to get negative seller feedback. People are going to complain, and Amazon can just suspend you, and it could prevent you from selling new products in the future. Okay, so always, 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 guys, get high quality products. Okay. Number 2 is you want to inspect your products before it gets shipped to Amazon. So again, if you're using a shipping company, or sorry, an inspection company, get them to inspect the product to make sure that everything is fine. If everything is good, then you know that the customer is not going to complain. Again, this depends, like I mentioned in the other video. It depends on your product that you're selling. If you're selling something that's fragile, or that has electronics that can get banged up and that might not work anymore, then I would definitely inspect it. But if it's something as like a piece tape, or like I don't know, envelopes or something like that, you don't need to inspect that because you know that it's not going to get destroyed and it's going to still work after it gets tossed around in shipping. Okay. The next thing is you want to make sure that you include excellent pictures of exactly what the product is, okay? So this is not too big of an issue because you're going to be hiring someone to take your pictures, but you don't want to be misleading in the pictures or that they're confused thinking that, they're getting 3 items when it's really just one. And I've seen that in the past where like a supplement company would be selling one supplement. You'd only get one bottle of the supplement. However, in their first picture, they show three bottles together. So customers might assume that they're getting 3 bottles and they purchase it. They only get one. Now they get frustrated. They just refund it. And now you're getting a bunch of refunds again because your listing and pictures didn't cover all exactly what it is. Okay, so definitely don't assume that your customers know what you're selling and understand everything. You need to baby it down and bring it down so that you just answer all their questions and think of everything, every possibility that a customer could think of. Then you're going to want to answer that question to make sure that you're not assuming, okay? The next thing, guys, and this is probably the most important thing, is you can ask your customer why they've actually returned your product, okay? So the 4th one is probably the most important, and not a lot of sellers do this. I don't know why, but it's very, very important. You want to find out why they're actually returning it so that you can now gauge it in regards to fixing the problem or finding out if it was just really their issue, okay? So here is an example. So, dear valued customer, I work at the company name, and I'm reaching out to get some sense of your experience with our product so we can improve our service to you and our future customers. I noticed you recently returned one of our products, and I was wondering if you would be able to let me know what about our products didn't meet your expectations. Your feedback is greatly appreciated and would really help us serve our future customers better. You can reply to this email to respond. Thank you so much, and then you would just put your name and company, okay? So this, like I said, number 1, reaches out to the customer to find out exactly what went wrong, and you'd be surprised by how many times someone will say, I ordered the wrong product, I thought it was something else, and I canceled, so on and so forth. So that happens. Now you have proof, so if Amazon comes back and complains about it, you now have something that you can say, hey, look, they made a mistake. Here's like 6 customers telling me the same thing. That they made a mistake when they purchased the order, they ordered the wrong product, they were looking at something else, whatever the case may be, right? So now you have that. Number 2, if they reply saying, I received the product, I didn't like the quality, or this was wrong with the product, now you can use that for your second order to improve the product, and you'll be able to see a pattern. If you, let's just say you get 10 refunds, and 6 out of the 10 are complaining about the same thing, well, that's definitely a problem. So this is where you want to fix that for your next order so that you don't run into this issue again. So it's very, very important, guys, that you message your customers. It takes 30 seconds. You can pull a refund request on Amazon. Amazon will show you exactly who refunded it, how much they got back, everything, and then you can just click it, open up the order ID, and just message them directly with this template, and go from there. Now, another thing to remember with refund, like I said, try to stay under 1%. But this is, the more you sell, the easier it becomes, okay? So if you just sell four, let's just say you sell 4 products, guys, and you get 1 refund and a complaint, well, that's actually going to be 25% refund rate, okay? Because out of the 4, you got 1 refund, and now it looks, Amazon doesn't care if you sold 4 or 4,000. They see that percentage, and they know that it's bad news, okay? So that's why you really, the more you sell, obviously, the easier it becomes in regards to it's okay to get refunds. It's normal. It's part of the business. You're always going to get refunds. And people are not happy with it. They've made a mistake. They changed their mind. They found a better product, a cheaper product, whatever the reason behind it. They will refund it. Okay, so that's why it's important to get as many sales as possible. So if people do start refunding, it doesn't affect you right away. But like I said, as long as you guys have a good listing that's clear and telling them exactly what they're getting, there's no miscommunication, and they're not guessing on what they're getting. The quality is high. The product is high quality. You have a great follow-up sequence so that you follow up with the customers, everything's good. Then you don't have to worry about refunds because you're not going to get your account suspended. You're going to be like all the other sellers in regards to having a good product, and the customers will not refund more than expected. Okay, so hopefully this helped you guys out. I posted the policy here if you want to just click this. This is the Amazon policy, talking to you guys more about the refunds, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I will see you guys in the next video.